Hi dear friends, I would like to introduce an express application to create and send out the receipts. You know, there are some business like tuition club or rental business which customer have to regularly pay their fees for every month. In the past, this company have to directly pass back a physical receipt to the customer after the payment. But this method is obsolete already. Nowadays, most of payee using software to create receipts and send back the receipts to their customers through email. If you search from internet, there are a lot of software help users to create receipts on the market. However, users have to type in those items such as customer name, description, amount, and so on one by one. Furthermore, users have to send back the receipt to their customers by email separately. This is a tedious job which has to proceed and repeat for every month. I just take an example. Assume you are opening a tuition center. After the students pay their tuition fees, you have to create a receipt and send back to them. You use generic software to type in those items one by one. Afterwards, you also need to manually send back the receipt to their individual email address. Let me ask you a question. How long does it take to complete the whole process for one student? Maybe take 3 minutes. If you only have a few students, most probably it's fine. But if you have over 100 students, totally how much time you have to spend? Don't forget, you have to repeat this kind of task again and again for every month. You can imagine it is so troublesome, right? That's why we come out with a good method to solve the problem. We have developed a software called Receipt Master. Receipt Master is a Windows application to create receipt and send the receipt to customers through email in one-stop service. The advantage is you don't have to type anything on the receipt. You also don't have to spend time to compose the email. What you need to do is to configure those items like customer name, description, amount, email address, and so on. You just type these kind of items inside the I9 file. It's just set up for one-time deal only. As long as your configure is correctly, you only take 3 steps. Select the customer from the list. Click the Create button to create the receipt. And the last step is click the Send button to send out the receipt. That's it, all done. Let me show you a demonstration. You select one of the customers from the list, and then you click this Create button to create the receipt. Don't wink your eyes. You see, it just takes 1 or 2 seconds to create the receipt. You even don't have to specify the date period. The application will calculate every month or even every year according on your setting. Now let's send out this receipt to the customer. Just click the Send button. Wait for a moment. Finished. The whole process is super express, which can be achieved within a few seconds. Receipt Master is mainly aimed to those business deal with customers to pay their amount regular by monthly or yearly. However, it's also relevant to any company to create and send receipts regularly to their customers without time limits. The user just configure their customers and email info without date period. Once click the Create and Send button, then the receipt will be created and sent to the customers in one shot. No matter what, it's still better than use those generic software to type the items one by one, and then attach and compose to the send email separately. And also, this software is designed for multiple purposes to handle different tasks besides of creating receipts and sending email. It has additional functions such as provides a text editor for user to configure or modify the settings in any file. You may select any sub-item such as cut, copy, delete, find, replace, and so on, as well as some other generic text editor. Another function is to deal with signature of image. You may integrate your own signature, company stamp, or any fantastic image into the receipt. Once you select an image from the list, you may view the image file, remove existing image from the list, rescale the image size, and so on. Other than that, all created receipts will be saved as a backup file. You may review the receipt file, resend it in future, or export out to the other location. If you don't want the file anymore, you may delete them as well. Another function is all activities are recorded down in a log file. You may select the submenu item to view the log data. If you don't want the data, you may clear them as well. You also can export the log file to another location for a backup. This feature can help you manage and maintain your business efficiently. Finally, it also has an on-screen message and instruction to alert users and guide them what to do. If you have any doubt during processing the application, you can refer back to the help file and user menu. Besides of additional function, we also provide an extra service on your receipt. By default, the create receipt is an ordinary format only. You may want to customize to create a specific receipt representing your company. For example, you may want to add your company logo or make the output receipt more colorful and brilliant. If you want this kind of customized service to enhance your receipt, you may contact us. Our professional team can customize your receipt to any different style or any format as per your request. Just now we have watched the demonstration. It only takes 3 simple steps. Select a customer from the list, click the Create button to create the receipt, and click the Send button to send out the receipt. It's so simple. The whole activity is complete within a few seconds. Welcome to compare our application with other similar software on the market. Just download from this link and install on your device for a free trial. You will notice using our software is an amazing experience to stand out from the others. It's so fast, so friendly, and so convenient. We all know that fast always speaks louder than words. So please download from this link, try yourself, and see what's the difference with the others. Thank you.